Oops, let me move my hat around because my head looks funny. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and skip it a bit forward. We are going to talk about how detailers are getting ripped off by these. Look at all these receipts that I have back here. Detailers are getting ripped off by other agencies. But for now, just skip ahead till some people come in. Pause. I need to delete some of these dang finish this. So today, the topic of discussion is detailers getting ripped off. And I don't mean in the sense of like I mean, I don't know actually. Not in the traditional sense of like getting scammed, but it's more so of like for what you're paying, you are nowhere near getting in return the same value of what you're getting in return. And it sucks pretty hard because it shouldn't be like that. Juan Granados, what's up, dog? Hi, sweet Serranos, ganda. El Compa Sweets. Buenas tardes, Oscar. What up, first from Puerto Rico? Yeah, so I've been talking to a lot of like just today alone, I spoke with I don't show any notes. I think 4 detailers today. Each one was like 20 to 45 minutes. And man, the things that they were telling me in terms of what they were paying for from other agencies, I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And what sucks is that like it's such a common theme, and not just with detailers. Like this isn't just like a detailer's problem. This is a like business owners in general. I don't want to say getting ripped off, but like I mean I am the title says ripped off, but it's like they're just not getting the value in return for what they're paying for. And I guess you could say that's about like that's kind of a rip off. Um, I pay about 5K in SEO. Juan, you do your own SEO. Mike, Mike, Mike. Were you in the military? Yeah. So I, like, and this is again like this dude. This is a this is a common theme across so many detailers where I ask them like, oh, so like with your website, like, well, what have you done, and how long have you been with that agency, and how much are you paying, and what are the results that you're getting from it, and when they start telling me, they're like, yeah, I paid $1,200 for the website, and I look at the website and I'm like, dude, this website that you paid for, I could make it in 30 minutes because it's so basic. Like you didn't pay for results. You just paid for like a digital shelf that's just collecting dust. Like it's not like an actual website or an actual asset that's like producing results for you. And time after time, I'm getting on these phone calls or talking to detailers in DMs, and I'm like, dude, you paid $4,600 for that. You paid $3,500 for that. You paid $8,800 for that. Like, are you kidding me, dude? That's outrageous. Yeah. And the thing is, like, they all the and again, like this is applicable to like any business owner, not just detailers. Like this is applicable to all kinds of detailers. I'm sorry, all kinds of business owners. But they're trusting this other agency, this other person to like do a good job, and then like and they'll on a whim they'll have a vote of confidence. They'll pay them the 1,000, the 800, the 600 a month, the 800 a month, the $1,200 for the website, and then it's like you don't get anything in return. Like it doesn't produce you actual results, and it's just crazy to hear. It is just wild to hear. What do you think about chemical guys for detailing my personal? What do you think about chemical guys for detailing my personal view? Oh, okay, 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 okay. I thought you meant chemical guys was going to detail your car by the way you phrased that, but you're referring to just the the chemicals, right? Look, I'm not here to trash talk. Well, I do trash talk some brands, um, because they deserve it. But with chemical guys specifically, here's the problem with chemical guys. Okay, they make things too complicated. Like let's look at one product line. Let's look at their It depends. See, if you want to detail your car for as a weekend warrior, let's just look at their wheel and tire cleaners. Okay, look at all the options that they give you. Like look at all this stuff that you can purchase from them for wheel and tire cleaning. Now, I the last like the only product we use from Chemical Guys is their 3-gallon bucket because that's the perfect size that we needed to be mobile, and we still use them now. Their best product that we use, the best product that we use is their 3-gallon bucket. That's about the only Chemical Guys product that we have. There as a weekend warrior, yeah, Chemical Guys is absolutely fine. But I would also tell you that there's so many other brands out there that are just as good or better for the same price tag that I think you would get a lot more value. Like in the last live that we were on, the main the main brand that we use is Shine Supply. A bit more expensive, I think, but it's too much. And even the way that they do their how to their how to videos is just it's over exaggerative. It's just too much. Maybe like 7 years ago, maybe they were in contention of like some reliable, but it just let's look at their soaps because one thing it's always like how many soaps can one have? Foam gun and cannon. Where's just the car wash up there? Okay, so look at this. Like look how many options there are here. Are these all the same or are these different? Are these all literally different? That's a bug. See, it's just too much, man. Like this is just too much for just a car wash, just a car soap. Like it's too much. Now, are some of them okay? Yeah, like for sure. But there's just no need to have these many products for a car wash for a wash soap. Like it's too much. Because then what happens is like you'll end up having 3, 4 different wash products in your garage, and it's like for what? If you're gonna use the same one over and over, or of the four of them do just about the same thing. So like, why have so many options in your garage? Just because like they offer like it's not really needed. And again, like brands, they're gonna have different products. Like like it's okay to have a bit of a variety in terms of maybe like a waterless versus a rinseless. But you can just use your rinseless wash as a waterless, and like you it's the same thing. So I would never buy a waterless specific solution. I would just use the rinseless wash as a waterless solution, and then just do it like that. So yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of Kimball guys. I mean, Adams is better than and because Adams is kind of I don't know if they're considered mainstream, but they have a wide selection as well, and I would prefer Adams over Chemical Guys. Also, I don't know. I never looked into it, but I saw quite a few detail supply stores that's a subsidiary from Chemical Guys. Their physical stores. I think it was like 3 stores that I saw that were shutting down, and each one, the owner or whoever was running the account would talk about how unsupportive and just like how Chemical Guy wasn't really supporting them as a physical location. And yeah, so I unfollowed them. I don't really deal with Chemical Guys. It's not really something that just I find no use out of it. Jay Leno's Chemical Guys and Adams is made by the same blender. Yeah, and that's not a bad thing because it like for instance, like you're like like protein shakes or whey protein, like the ones that you buy in jugs, most of those brands come out of just a few facilities in the United States. I don't know how many, but it's not like, oh, there's dozens and dozens and dozens of facilities out there that blend protein whey. The difference is that like it's your standard that you put on the product, right? So you can have the same chemical or the same product can come out of one facility, but each one can have different standards based on what that brand is paying for, right? Like it's the same way how like a lot of your beverages are made in the same facility, right? But each one is totally different in terms of like just the ingredients inside each of the brands. So the brands using one blender, however you want to call it, it's actually not a bad thing. There's not dozens, and it costs so much money to create these facilities, to create these manufacturers that like there can only be so many because like it's such a big upfront cost. Um, so that part I don't hold them to anything. What about Ammo NYC? Honestly, I have he that brand and Larry, it's very much so more of the personal detailing, hobby detailing, DIY detailing. So again, like as a professional, I don't use those products. I've never purchased a product. Like if I can't purchase them in gallon sizes, I don't care about them because we just buy everything in gallon and some things 5 gallons if it makes sense. But with Ammo NYC, if it is like I would it's more expensive, but I would choose ammo over chemical guys just because like I'm just so not with chemical guys. But just know like you're paying a high premium for ammos, which like for the same amount you pay for, you could get like double the amount with another brand in bigger sizes. Oh, Detail Garage. There you go. I'm sorry. There you go. Detail Garage. That was Kimbo Guy's physical location. And I saw a lot of a few accounts closing down their business. And just per what the owner was saying or the caption of the post, um, very just lack of support from chemical guys. And look, like their system isn't bad. High level picture, their marketing and how they're franchising those stores and the marketing behind each one, it worked. Like, I totally see the vision of what they were doing. It just overall as a brand, I they invited me out, like 2 or 3 stores of from Chemical what's it called? Detail Garage? 2 or 3 Detail Garage stores in the Houston area or in Texas, like, invited me out. I mean, I didn't even respond, but, the way they market it and the way that, like, their systems to the franchise, it's actually very good. It's just the brand itself, I don't care 2 cents about it. Gotcha, love your content. Appreciate that, man. Why did you expand beyond headlight restoration? I asked because you're one of the main influencers to get me started. I'm 1.5 years and growing. Thanks for that. Oh, I was never just a headlight restoration, but naturally, like if you are starting off with one service, doesn't matter what service it is, whether it's just a wash, whether it's headlights, whether it's engine, whether it's interior detailing, whatever it is, naturally you just start doing more, right? Because what happens is you'll be at a customer's location and they're, oh, by the way, do you do engine cleanings? And you're like, no, 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 right? And then at some point you're like, man, I'm turning down all this work for engine. And like if I would have done all that work, I would have added another, whatever, $50 to my service. So it would have been like 250 instead of 200. I'm just throwing out numbers out there. So what naturally happens is you just start doing more stuff. Like you start with just a headlight restoration, and then you're like, oh, well, they are asking for a wash. Oh, they are asking for interior detailing. Well, they are asking for, and then you just naturally progress to offer more. Can you get a watered? Oh, can you get a watered down? Can you get? I can't see. Can you get a watered down lead on Google Ads? There you go. Can you get a watered down lead on Google Ads? $10 for $30 a click. What do you mean by that, Juan? Can you get a watered down lead on Google Ads? $10 versus $30 a click. Mm, as in, like that lead is less of a quality detailer than a quality lead than like clarify that, Juan. Clarify that. I'm very happy to see you grow in the past couple of years. Can't wait to see your business expand in another 5. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Yeah, we just started offering some marketing services now. And I I very 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 lightly and I'll leave it in the chat if you guys want to see the page. I'm gonna leave it in as a pinned comment. So I very, very, very briefly in the past few years, I've thought about offering marketing services, right? But my thought process was always, oh no, like that's why I have the course. It's a lot more affordable. People can do it at their own pace. It's a good skill to have. I'm there to answer emails and do website reviews and get people through the process. Like that was always my thought process for like years. Like I 4 or 5 years, like that's been like no, I don't need to offer service. That's why I have the course. People are going to use that if they want to market their services. Like that's the solution right there. It works. It's proven. I've done it. Like it's there. And as over the years, and specifically the last month, I started, I just started talking to more detailers about like what they were doing with their marketing and the stories I was hearing of what these detailers were paying for and what they were getting. I was just like flabbergasted. I was shocked. I was perplexed because I would review someone's website and I would talk to them afterwards and I was like, yeah, like overall, man, like that's that's like a C plus, a C minus website. And they're like, oh well, I'm paying $800 a month for it. And I'm like, you're paying $800 a month for the website I just reviewed and I just gave it a C minus. How is that fair? You know? And then I asked, yeah, I've been with them for 4 months. And I'm like, this is 4 months of work. You're paying $800 a month. And this is the website I just reviewed. And I kid you not, like this month alone, the conversations I was having, I was like, I mean, these are paying 900 for a website, 1200 for a website, a $3,000 marketing plan, a $5,000 marketing plan. And don't get me wrong, like if done right, it'll make sense. Like it's worth it. But the problem is, at least to the detailers that I'm talking to, it's not worth it. Like it's not worth it at all to what they're paying for. And after hearing it so many times, I'm like, there's no way you're just paying you paid $3,500 for this, and this is what you got. Like within 30 seconds, I knew this website wasn't optimized. Within 30 seconds, I knew this website wasn't performing, and you paid $3,500 for this. So after that, I was like, this is outrageous. Like, there's no way. Because like you want to trust the person that you're hiring, right? It's like, yeah, I want to grow. I want to hire someone because they're going to take me to the next level and they're going to help me with my marketing. And I don't have time to do it, or I don't know how to do it, or I don't want to do it, right? And I talked whether it's in the DM, whether it's in emails, whether it's on the phone call now, and each time I'm like, dude, you're paying $500 for 12, 13, for 19 months, and this is what you have. Like everything you just paid for over 19 months, I could have done triple the work in 2 months. So that's why I was like, there's no way people are paying this much for services. So that's why I was like, like I'm gonna offer my own service now. Um, so that's why I said like I'm gonna offer my own service because like what these agencies are charging you guys and like what you're getting for how much you're paying is so lopsided that I was like, no, like that's not fair. Like I'll do it then. Like that's crazy that you guys are paying this much for getting this low quality of work back in return. Hopefully, you guys aren't hearing me drink. I heard you can get a watered down lead that is not ready to buy versus if you pay $50 for a click, that person's ready to buy. Okay. So Juan's at. Can I? Let me see here. Let's see. Channel activity. Go to channel. No. Okay, so Juan's asking, is there a difference between paying for a $50 click versus a $5 click in Google Ads? And that's a big fat no. You can't, because the way it works is like you can't decide who, like, you can't decide who's clicking on your ad, or how qualified that person is. The only way you can do that is by making sure everything else that you're doing in your campaign is properly optimized. Like if you're a mobile detailer in Dallas, but you're also targeting, like, let's say the main service you want to offer is paint correction, but you have keywords in your ads campaign for mobile detailing, headlight restoration, interior detail, car wash, right? Most of those leads will be crappy because you're trying to target paint correction, but the people that are clicking on your ads are looking for an engine detail, headlight restoration, a car wash. So you can't really say like, oh, I want to spend $50 for one click on a good lead. It's more so of like you optimize your entire campaign to make sure that you're only getting the most qualified clicks. And that's going to come from three things. Maybe three, maybe five. Your ad copy on the ad on what's displayed in Google, your page copy in terms of what they see when they land on your page. It's going to be on your like the Google Ads campaign itself to make sure you're targeting the proper keywords. And then two, it kind of lines in with the last one, but you're also making sure you're removing the negative keywords that shouldn't be there. Like if your campaign is about paint correction and you see keywords that people are searching for that are clicking on your ad are for car wash, engine detail, interior detailing, you need to remove those negative keywords. You need to remove those keywords from your campaign into the negative keywords list. That way, if someone searches for car wash or interior detail, your paint correction ad doesn't pop up. What do you reckon is best, SEO, Google Ads, or social media ads? Notorious detailing. Any of those would work. At anything will work if you spend the time and energy to make it work. Lex just text me. Ba- 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 ba. Oh, and we have 3 emails: paint protection film and window tint. This one is engine cleaning. This Thursday or Friday, and someone wants to book. What are they booking in? Let's see what they're booking in right here. This is, oh, oh, nice. Is this another website review? Oh, obsessed. Leave. I think you're the last one talking about it, right? Yeah, obsessed. Leave your drop in your website URL. I'll do a website review. I wonder if I can show my Notion. Yeah, obsessed garage. Obsessed garage. Obsessed detailing solutions. I haven't watched the obsessed garage video in forever. Uh, when hiring employees, do you name your job as auto detailing specialist or technician? How do you name your job post for hiring? On that one, you can kind of play around with it. Auto detailing, I would like the word auto detailing technician because it gives it more of a professional look to it. So I'd say auto detailing technician. Do you clean hybrid engines same as gas engine bays? Any extra precautions? There's no extra precautions, but it's the same level of precaution, right? Like it's not like it's elevated, it's the same, but the same precaution is a proper precaution, right? Like checking the engine and see what's there. Like, is there, and this is in general, because it's also applied to like a older style vehicle, right? Like Is there, is there intake? Is there alternator? The battery? Is there a carburetor? Is there exposed wires or cables? Like, it's not more, it's the same. But that level of the same is the right level to like inspect the engine bay. And if, I mean, if you're worried to do it, if you're scared to do it, either one, don't do it. But then two, like, you can clean it. You can clean an engine bay with just an all-purpose cleaner, a few brushes, and towel, like no water, basically. If it's like if you're that scared of it, right? But again, like if you're scared to that point, I mean, you shouldn't do it. How do you clean Tesla's leather? Isn't it artificial leather? No, you clean that the same. Is it? No, no, because we on the Cybertruck we cleaned and conditioned it, and it was nothing different. No, it was the same. It was the same. Let's see. Victoria says, "Fair. Been trying Google Ads myself with agents getting around the same results. Thinking of wrapping up the business. Been doing it for 10 years. Trying heaps of different advertising. Spend 560 per PW per word. Hmm. Juan Granado says, buy his course. Got me over 15K a month, but you have to put in the work. That's right. By the way, Juan has a supply store in Dallas. Obsessed Detailing Solutions. If you want to drop, actually, can I just Google your name? Obsessed Detailing Solutions. And of course, oh, here you go. Obsessed. I think this is yours. Because I think you said you're in Charlotte. Is that right? Obsessed. Yeah, this has to be Obsessed. Mm. If you want to try submitting your URL by doing this, I'll show you as an example. Like type in like do it like this. But let me see if this is Obsessed. Is this your website? Let me make some room right there. Okay, cool. So let's go over Obsessed Detailing Solutions. Let's see here. Okay, so Obsessed. So I know you're using Squarespace, which is good. So Obsessed. I remember you told me last time that we were live, but I don't remember. So here, okay. So here's how. Oh, actually, can I? Let me see. Let me see. Let me think about something real quick. Let me see if I can display it. One second. One second. One second. 1 second, everybody. 1 second. Actually, let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can. No, I don't think I can. Oh, yes, I can. It's right here. Give me 1 second, everybody. So instead of reviewing your website, we'll do this. We will do this today. Okay, let's see if this is gonna be good. How'd this look? Okay, cool. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is a good example because on your website, Obsessed. Okay, this is annoying. Maybe I should get a. Because on yours, Obsessed, you have no content on any of your pages. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down what your website should have, and this is gonna be applicable to anyone that's on here. Okay, because your homepage doesn't have any content, your about us, your services, you have one page of services, which you can actually work off of that one. pricing, and that's it. Okay, cool. So instead of going over your website, Obsessed, I will break down the fundamentals of what a website needs, because you'll be able to apply that more to you'll be able to apply that more to your website than reviewing your website, because there's not much there. Is this all on Squarespace website building? I'm using Squarespace for the first time. It's hard. Yeah, yeah. I recommend Squarespace. Yeah, that's we use WordPress. We use WordPress with Elementor. Been doing that for 7 years now. I know the ins and outs of it, but there's a much steeper learning curve to it than Squarespace. So I would definitely use Squarespace. Okay, so let's go over your website. Okay, and again, oh, too much, too much, too much. Okay, can I go up a little more? Okay, no, right there. Okay, can I move myself? I can't. Okay, great. Okay, so for instance, let's say so and this is applicable to any website, anyone doing SEO, whatever. Okay, so for instance, the detailers that I've been talking to, typically what I see is they have a website. Mm, let me do this actually. The detailers that I've been talking to, they have a website that looks like this. It has maybe 3 pages, right? It's gonna have the home page, the about us page, and like one service page, right? The service page is gonna have all the information of all the services that they offer. So the way you want to think about SEO, it's one keyword per page. It's technically two, but we're gonna say one keyword per page. So most detailers, most businesses have websites like this, or something of this fashion, where it's only but a few little pages. There's a little bit of content on there. There's maybe one or two photos, and they call it a day. So with SEO, you need to provide the most relevant, useful information to the visitors, to your users, okay, the people that are landing on your websites. So most websites are like this, which leads them to getting no results, not getting on the first page of Google, no leads, no customers, no nothing. So a properly optimized website that actually gets results, that can actually get on the first page of Google, that can actually generate you leads and sales, will look something more like this. Okay. This is a 17-page website. How I would break it down is your homepage, your services, and then your mobile service area pages. These are going to be the ones that you actually rank for specific keywords. Okay. That's going to be 13 pages. The remaining 4, which will put your website at 17 pages, will be your about us page, your contact us page, your gallery page, and your reviews page. So if we go back to Obsessed, I won't go to his website because it's kind of annoying how I have to keep on flipping through these windows. For Obsessed Solutions, what I would do is I'll just do it. I would take 1 second. So for instance, on your services pages, you have interior cleaning, a call it a maintenance wash, or maybe just like a regular wash, decon wash and protect, which is like a wash and wax, headlight restoration, engine bay, no corrections, ceramic coating. Okay, so let's say you have 5 services. I would create a page for each of those services. So you have 5 pages, right? So let me be. This is yeah. This is why I need to get This is why I need to get OBS up. So you have 5 pages, right? So that means 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll get rid of this because you don't have these services. So now you have one home page and then 5 service pages. Okay. Next would be your mobile service area pages, and these are the pages where like you go and service. So I think you just moved to the business here 3 months ago, and it's been slow before I was ranking number 1 doing 6 clips a month. Yeah. So then what I would do is like let's say you're in an area where you have like 5 like cities or counties that you service, right? Cities, counties, towns, however you want to call them. So you would also create one page for every service area you go to, right? So right here I have 4, okay? I don't know what these are for. Um, so now so now you have your homepage, you have your 5 service pages, and if you have, let's say, 4 towns or cities or counties that you go to, you would now have a 10-page website. So again, most detailers end up having something where it's literally like this. A little itsy bitsy little 3-page website that produces no results. When you create a page for mostly every service that you offer, it'll look like this. And then on top of that, you add your general pages and your mobile service area pages, and it gets to this. Now each page, um, yeah, so he says, Upset says, so I made my site too simple. I always thought one page with all the services and one page that showed the pricing. No, yeah, not like that. Well, you can still keep it simple, just not the way that you're doing it. So every page should have at least like 600 words of content. Okay, it sounds like a lot. I mean, yes, it is. To type 600 words, that could be pretty difficult for some people. But at a minimum, you want to have 600 words of content, and you want to make sure you're interlinking all your pages. If it sounds too confusing, if you want to, I'll put the other one because if you guys want to get more, because I know it can sound quite confusing. Let me just also put this in here. For whoever is interested, I just nope, nope, nope. I need someone to type. So for those that actually I shouldn't have done that. Oopsie. Give me 1 second. Okay, so for those that want to learn more, I just left a comment to watch the SEO training because I am going over quite a bit that might seem very confusing if you're not used to it. So if you want to kind of dive more into SEO training and how it's done and how it works and what I did and how it changed my business and how it actually grows the business, check the I can't click it. Check the comment I just left. It's the pinned comment. Sign up for that training and just go through the training because it's hard to really cover everything concisely here in this live training because it's live. So check out that training and just go through the training. But yeah, websites overall they are simple. It is a simple thing to do. Like a very common misconception is that like the website is like very complicated and you have to know HTML and coding and web design and you have to do a mock-up and do multiple revisions and like that's there's still a steep learning curve to it, right? But it's not to the level that most people think it is of creating a website. And that's why I always recommend Squarespace because like WordPress has a much steeper learning curve than Squarespace. But if you've never used a website, if you've never done anything with a website, Squarespace or any platform will also have a steep learning curve. But like WordPress would be even more of a steeper learning curve than what Squarespace would be. Again, I've been using WordPress for 7 years. Like that's the only thing I use. But I recommend everyone use Squarespace because it's far more simple to use than WordPress. Again, if a lot of this information is going over your head, just check out the training that I have on the pin comment because it'll go over a lot more in there. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know it didn't let you. I guess YouTube doesn't let you add URLs for like spam purposes, right? So maybe that's why it is. Wyatt, Wyatt. If you want to drop your URL, I can quickly review it. Just don't put the .com. Like put your website domain, put in parentheses dot and then com. Because that's the only way it'll. I think that's the only way it'll pass the filters. The filter. Obsessed. Yeah. So what you would literally do is, so obsessed asks, can you elaborate on what you mean by a page for each surrounding city? So, for instance, what areas do you service? So, like for instance, North Carolina areas. Okay, let's just do this. North Carolina. I don't actually have my uncle is over there. Okay, for instance, just just as an example, let's say you're in North Carolina. Okay, this is just an example, but let's say let's say you're in North Carolina, right? You could create a service page for I'm a butcher all these names. Raleigh, Durham, Holy Springs, Clayton, Garner, is that it's called? Garner, Nightdale. Assuming you go to these areas, right? Again, just bear with me here. You could create a mobile service area page for all these towns, cities, counties that you actually go to. Again, you got to come up with the list of what you do. But that way, when when someone's in Morrisville and they're searching for Morrisville mobile detailing, your Morrisville mobile detailing page will come up. If someone is in Nightdale searching for Nightdale mobile detailing, your Nightdale mobile detailing service page will, I mean, your Nightdale service area page will show up. When someone is in Apex and they're searching for Apex mobile detailing, your Apex mobile detailing page will show up. So that's what I mean by creating a page for every service, for every area that you service. Now, the caveat to that is prioritize the areas. Like if you can create 7 pages, well, start with the one that's like that you most frequent. That's like your most popular, like that's where most of your customers are. Start with that one and then work your way down, right? Like then go to your second most visited area, then your third, then your fourth, and so on. So that's what I mean by service area pages. Again, check out the training, the pinned comment. That will cover quite a few things that you need to know. Juan says, I made one for my window tinting just to test it out. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Juan. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, Juan. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. You should do a tint one. What is my favorite car to detail? Um, I don't really have a favorite car. I don't have a favorite car though. Juan, let me put you up. Sweet. By the way, Juan, how's the supply store going? Yeah, if you're in Dallas, I think, right? Sweets. I think he has it on his Instagram. Let me see if I can find it. Bum, 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 bum. Sweets. Detail sweets. Cardio. Sweets detailing, Sweets Auto Studio. I'm trying to find your Sweets. What's your how do I find your sweet your Sweets there you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, so if you guys are in Dallas, right? Where's it at? Um yeah, so this is Sweets this is Juan, the guy that's commenting right now. Juan, if you're in Dallas, he has a supply store. Which it's the same shop that he works out of actually. So it's cool to because I think we talked about that, right, Juan? That like you need to repurpose your shop for something else as well. And that's what I recommend any shop owners, if it makes sense, like aside from the detailing alone, if you would host like training classes or like if you wanted to sell products, like double use your shop That's something that I think is a very viable option. Again, it's not for everyone. Not it doesn't. You don't have to do that, but that is just something that like I always like to throw the idea out there because like it's one of those things where people don't know that that's an opportunity unless you tell them, and then they actually get the thinking of like, oh, maybe I can do this. So if you have a shop, if it makes sense, if that's something you want to do, if it helps in any way, you could always offer like in-person training or create content or stuff of that nature. Yeah. But anyways, this is that's let's go to suites. Mhm. So this is Sweets Detailing. He's the one that went through my course. Where's the tint at? Oh, right, right here, fam. Window tint. Window tint Dallas. Ceramic window tint installers in Dallas. Quality tint to reflect heat. Oh, wait, okay. Get a quote. Click the call. Yeah, I don't have to read anything specific. Oh, who do you use one? Lumar, right? Ceramic infrared tint. Jeez. Windshield 250, visor strip 100 film. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, the probably the yeah. Even then, I would say probably add photos, but even then, like it's not a big deal to add photo. That's not gonna make it or break it. Yeah, yeah. Overall, it looks good. Reminds me of someone else's website. Mine. No, it sounds good. No, overall, it looks good. The only thing actually, Juan, is you're not interlinking anywhere. Oh, here you are. Yes, you are. Phone through. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would try to interlink a bit more, unless I'm missing them. But I would try to interlink a bit more throughout the page as well. Like, make sure your mm, okay. Yeah, if possible, it's fine that it's down here, but I would try to get those links a little bit more above here since those are the only links that you have one. That's probably the only and I let's see, did you link all of them? Yeah, that's probably the only thing I would gripe about, but other than that, it's a fine page. How important is it to add a get a quote option on my site? For sure, yeah. I would 100% get a you wanna add a call to action button, right? That's what it's called, a call to action button, because that's what, like that's what the next steps are for that person on your website. So, yeah, I'd say it's very important. Not that it has to be like an app, just a contact form. Okay, sounds good to everyone. Didn't I say I was gonna review some of this? Oh, you know what I should do next time is I should just create a form for you guys to fill out in here, and I'll just pull the URL from there. Player to Mac. What up, boys? What up, man? Gavin, how's your day going? It's going good. It's going good. I had three or four calls today with detailers. I have 5 calls tomorrow with detailers. I think 5. Let me check. How many calls do I have? Where did I check them? Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 calls tomorrow with detailers, and most of them are back to back. So that'll be fun. Just kidding. Back to back calls are never fun. Has the plotter made a big difference? Yeah, Juan. Actually, yeah, yeah, it even Angel didn't think it have such an impact on the window tint, but like it definitely has. Like it made a tremendous difference on like not needing to like hand cut it out. So yeah, it made a big difference. But okay, sounds good. It is 5:30. Wyatt, no, it did not. Try doing it like Juan did. I'll quickly review yours if you're able to drop it. Um, do what Juan did and basically put like put your website and just enter it and then just put com if it's a com. Put it like that because I think if you put the full link, it won't let you because it thinks it's spam. Like it's not on my part. It's like I mean, unless I can change something, but YouTube does that too. I guess to just avoid spam. So um so type your yeah. Don't add the link. Put your website and then put com or co or net, whatever it is. That way I know what to put it. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. Um Brightman NXT auto detailing. Bum. Brightman HR NXT auto detailing. Dang, why am I having trouble with yours? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought that's so funny. That's that. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That's I made a mistake right there. That's hilarious. Wyatt is Brightman HR.com. Oh, that's not yours. Okay, cool. Here you go. There we go. Okay, so you only Brightman vehicle care, yeah. So are you the one that only did headlights? Yeah. So what's the Carolinas mobile headlight restoration specialist? Yeah, the Caroline. Yeah, you could just put Caroline. Carolina's mobile. Car. I would put mobile headlight restoration specialist and wherever it is, Carolina. I put mobile headlight restoration specialist in Carolina. The good thing about your website is that you only offer one service, so you only need to create a few pages to make it to make it a very strong website. Well, and right now, Wyatt, is your website actually performing and producing results for you? Professional headlight restoration, Mecklenburg County. Oh yeah, I mean that's good. The page title is good. Let me see. Can I click on these links? Oh, I can. Oh no, I can. On this one, you don't really need. Well, oh, that's broken. That's broken. I mean, not broken, but yeah, on this one, you don't need a link to the Google Maps of where you're referencing. That's not needed at all. So I could you could remove that. You could remove those links just because you're taking someone away from your website. So you can remove that. Let's go here. Yeah, so this one I would expand more on this one. So it says Mecklenburg County, North Carolina headlight restoration. So that's good. Your URL is good. Professional headlight restoration. Oh, do you have that for all of them though? Yeah, so okay, so on your page title up here, you're using the same page title for all of them. The problem with that is it will affect you. So you would want to create a different page title for every page because each one needs to be unique. Because if each one is all the same, Google has a harder time trying to understand which page is actually different. So on your homepage, on your reviews, on even your pricing, make sure you're changing the page title itself. Make each one unique. Let's see here. So page titles. Let me go to your let's see your reviews. So another thing. Oh, here we go. So here's another thing that I would do. You have yeah, and I'm sure you have a ton of reviews. Okay, so what I would do on your review page is instead of doing this and using a widget to add these reviews, I would copy and paste every review, like copy the text and act like the same way that you're doing here, where you're actually adding the text to the page. Do that, but for the reviews page. Reason being is because like Google can't read these because it's in a widget. It's not on the actual page. So copy and paste all of these onto this page because what you'll probably have like 1,000 words worth of content of reviews, and it's not like you're not doing any of the work other than just copying and pasting it on the review page. And oh, it's cool. You can that way, like this can actually be like if someone searches for headlight restoration detailer reviews, or they search for you Brightman HR reviews, this page will show up. It's probably, and not that it's not showing up, but like you can be more intentional with the review page and actually rank it on the first page when people are searching for reviews of any kind for headlight restoration. You can have your page show up on the first page. And again, like the only work is you're just copying and pasting. You're not actually like doing anything else. Like all the content is from your customers on your review page. You're just copying and pasting it. Okay, sounds good. I'll end it right there. That was a quick one. I'll get off the live right now. Thank you so much for everyone that has joined in. Again, if you want more training on the SEO, click the pinned comment and just sign up for that free training. So you get a better understanding of what it is, how it works, how it helped me and my business, and how you can implement it into your business. Um, because yeah, there's only so much I can talk about in this one page. So thank you very much for everyone. And he goes, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna make an appointment with you. Why? Yeah, if you guys want my services, you can if you need the marketing services for your business, you can also book a call with me. Just before I leave, I'll leave it right here. If you guys need my marketing services, you can book a call with me right there. It's $3,500 for the service, but you can get all the details on that page. But anyways, thank you very much for everyone that has joined, and we'll go live again sometime later this week.